It's not that many. Let's try this. All the sounds working? Let's try this. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Hope you are all doing very well. For some of us, it was a very hot one today. I hope you stayed cool, hydrated. We're going to do things a little differently tonight. If you've got any comments, the comment section is open, probably after the live. So I will be hanging out there for a little bit. Got myself a new backdrop. We're going to do a collective tonight. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you guys are wondering why I'm taking this time for a cigarette, a smudge right now, and usually I just right into the reading. I'm tapping into the energy right now. That takes a little bit. '96 could be significant. Let's look that up. 9 is a time of nearing completion. 6 is a balance, depending on the scenario, the situation. Let's look a little deeper. I want to say thank you to my supporters. I want to say thank you to my members, subscribers. Angel number 96 is a sign from the universe to let go of material attachments and prepare for a new beginning. A positive change is coming your way. Spiritually, number 96 is a reminder to listen to your intuition, your gut feeling. Is your connection to the angels and will keep you on the right path. As some say, Mercury is in the microwaving. The energy that's coming through today, somebody's pissed off that their tactics aren't working. Because you've got this new beginning. It's a sign from the universe to let go of material attachments, prepare for a new beginning. I think this has a lot to do with emotional attachments as well. Now these are the ones that really aren't cutting it. These are the ones that are holding you back from what you're needing to do. Hold the ones close to you that hold dear to yourself, dear to your heart. Strengthen those relationships. The thing about friendship, the thing about connection is there needs to be communication, there needs to be honesty. Otherwise it throws integrity right out the fucking window. Some people just don't get that. It's part of the reason why I don't allow this Tinder bullshit to have my channel. If it does, I have to shut it down. Because people can't keep their bullshit to themselves. Their envy. And yeah, maybe I did put somebody in their place. Maybe I did. But they were out of line. Way out of line. And because I put them out in their place, now they gotta go and try and destroy what makes me happy. It's an interesting world we live in. When we take the time out to trust certain people, to think that they're going to do something good, and then they turn around and they get swindled into something else. Good meaning people having the wool pulled over their eyes, being triangulated into a bunch of bullshit. That you didn't ask for. But somehow you're just supposed to deal with it anyway, right? New beginnings are coming in for you, collective, and you better be ready for them. Because your haters, they're going to hate. But I'll tell you right now, the blessings that are coming in for my collective, the ones that are resonating with this message so far, the haters going to hate, and they're going to be shook. What more can I say? And I really feel like I got some OG watching tonight, and that's cool. I'm very happy that you're here. It's at the bottom of the deck. I haven't touched these cards since the last live. The bottom of the vibe. What's on the top? It's bridged. Burns bridged. Bridges burned. Burns bridged. Burns bridged. Burns bridge. Yeah. Anyway. Archangel Michael's in the house tonight. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light, please be here to protect me, guide me, and guard me during this collective read. Let any ill will sent my way be automatically sent to sender and bound to them indefinitely, because they're clearly not learning no fucking lessons. And I'm done playing. Any ill residue. I don't want that stank ass energy. I'm not even gonna transmute that shit. I'm not gonna transmute that shit. I'm not gonna touch that shit. Exhausted. Smell the roses. Puzzled. Somebody's trying to burn you out because they're burnt the fuck out. And they're jealous that you just keep going. Going. You don't stop. They're puzzled. Perplexed. Conflicted. Why isn't this bullshit working? Why doesn't he just die? You don't slow down, collective. You just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Stop whatever's clawing at your ankles and keep going. Yeah. There's certain energies that you should nurture, and then there's certain energies that you shouldn't. You shouldn't give mercy to. Okay? Give mercy but to the trolls, to the haters, to the people that are trying to rip you apart, no. Because they would rather you suffer in silence than speak up. Right? That's the sadistics of it. And this is why there's no mercy. Because they don't give two fucks about you. And they want to bring really well-meaning people into mix and triangulate them into something and play them as fools. All because you and them have a connection. And the last thing that you need to be doing on your healing journey is going into a relationship. It's true. Toxic bullshit energy. Am I tired about reading this shit? Am I of it? Yeah, I am. But I can't seem to say it enough. As many times as I say it over and over and over and over and over again, it still seems to be needing to be said. Right? What's the vibe, Spirit? Yeah. Collective, you're coming out of isolation. You're no longer worried. You're no longer in fear. You're no longer emotional. You're stepping into the divine energy. You're no longer greedy. You're not in this greedy and considerate energy. Okay, you're dropping that shit. You're stepping into your divine energy. Letting go of all this toxic bullshit. Seeing it for what it is. Intimacy, love affair. Interesting cards coming out in the deck. Dirty little secret, sex fix, down low. Mutual respect, unity, closeness, intimacy. It's the difference between integrity. Right? It's the bonds that you make. Right? The bonds that you make throughout your life is what makes you or breaks you. And 41 years later to 42 years later, I don't even know. Means that doesn't matter if you make a bond or not. There's bound to be chaos. So what do you do with it? This was the journey. There is no nation. It's all about the journey. It's in the happening. That's where the miracles happen. Where you're no longer trapped anymore, and you're not having to deal with these dumbass fucking karmics. Third-party bullshit. They're facing consequences right the fuck now, collective. Right now. Because they didn't want to learn their lesson. They didn't want to. They didn't want to work on themselves. They just wanted to talk their shit and go out and get their stupid ass crystals, thinking that they get their shit together, and they really don't. They really don't. They're facing consequences right the fuck now. Bad choices and the stupid ass fucking games they play. It's what's on the table. Do you want the divine essence of your life and of your purpose and your destiny, or you just want to be a fuck boy or a fuck chick? What is it? Because I'll tell you right now, loss, depression, hopelessness, that's where you're going to end up. There is really no second chances in this, because when you show up the way you show up, and you present yourself in a certain way, and then you just switch up, is it really you? Or is it somebody else? Who are you trying to be? You want to show up and act all responsible, and then you act like a fucking dumbass behind the scenes. Lie and deceive. Talk shit. Thinking that people don't figure shit out. Who the fuck do you think I am? I come on here and I read people all across the world, and you think you're gonna pull over my eyes? And that's not ego talking. That's experience over 30 fucking years. You're no longer sitting in silence, collective. There's definitely some sort of separation or ghosting, divorce, or distance happening somewhere along the line. To one in particular, your desires, your feelings, okay? When you're dealing with a toxic person, they absolutely fucking don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. Your desires don't matter. Your dreams, you might as well shatter them. Because they come in acting like a soulmate. They come in acting like a twin flame. They want to get all romantic. It's all for show just to get what they want. That's all it is. That's all it is. They want you shattered. They playing you a fool, and they want you shattered, and they don't want to take on the consequences for that. What, they're gonna blame you for all this shit? All the shit that happens? Yeah, no. Everybody has a fucking choice, and the way you show up with that choice, it makes it or breaks it. You wanna show up loyal? Stay fucking loyal. Don't switch up and be a fucking snake. Because all you end up being is a fucking karmic soulmate. And you create a possibility for insecurities and caution. People don't trust you anymore. And it's not just the people you fuck over, it's the people that see that. It's the people that witness that. It's the people that you triangulate into that get caught up, the wool pulled over their fucking eyes, and they don't understand what's actually happening. Why? Because people are lying, they're being deceitful, going behind your back. And somehow you're supposed to be okay with that. And the thing is, these people, all they want to do is destroy you. And they pull these well-meaning, good connections that you have, collective, into the mix. They involve themselves in the mix somewhere, so that way they feel important. And this is after them off. This is after you've set them straight. You put them in their place. You've set boundaries. These dumbass karmics, if they question, what would it be? Yeah, they're not seeing their worth. They don't see their worth, and yet they feel worthy of your love. How can you feel worthy of anybody's love if you can't see worth in yourself? You live in rent-free in their fucking head, collective. The same old fucking bullshit over and over and over again. Rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. They didn't even reject you. They weren't protecting themselves. They weren't even thinking. No one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. Yeah. What I thought. I've lost control of my life. I keep messing up. Well, hello, karmics. You expect us to feel sorry for you. You don't want to do the fun work. You don't want to heal. You don't want to get over your shit. You don't want to face the consequences to your bullshit and your bad choices and your games and your mixed signals and all the lies, deception, and all the chaos that you create. And yet, here we go. Now you feel broken. You know, in nightmares, failure. Now you feel like you can't shine. I wonder why. Maybe you shouldn't shine. Maybe you should sit with the pain. Maybe you should sit with the shame for a little bit. It'll do you fucking good. Speaking from personal experience, because you know what? I'm not no perfect person. I've done some pretty stupid shit in the past. It is what it is. But I've learned from it. I've grown from it, and I've made a better person out of it. Crossroads exploration. Somebody doesn't want you meeting that crossroads and being able to explore. Because you're very generous. And the thing is that people think that you're naive and you're far from it. And I'm talking to my collective, not my karmics. Responsibility, and you have very high expectations for experiences that you partake. You're not missing these opportunities. All right, collective? The opportunities that are for you, all these motherfuckers that are thinking that they're going to steal it and take it and ruin it and sabotage it and all this other bullshit, they're nothing to you. Walking. Keep moving forward. You're not missing out on this. And this whole idea of the fear of failure, just you breathing is success. Right? Just the fact that you're breathing right now is success. So don't give me that shit. You've been through hell and back. Somebody wants you all like losing your shit. Like absolutely fucking livid. Maybe somebody is livid right now. That's okay. Let them be. It'll do them good. They're pissed off. You're exposing them, is what it is. This is, you're separating. Separation. There's a ghosting. There's a divorce. There's a distance. There's a fuck this, fuck that, and fuck your hat. Get the fuck out of my energy. That's what it feels like. Because somebody doesn't want to face their stupid ass consequences and bad choices to bring you into something fucking some bullshit, fucked up shit that you don't want to even be a part of. Yeah, you're walking the fuck away. 8 of Cups. People can't be accountable for themselves. What makes you think they're going to be accountable for anybody else? What makes you think you can trust these people? Yeah. So, the Lovers. You're alchemizing all this shit. Alright? You're not even allowing it to really... Yeah, okay, maybe it bugs you. Right? But you're letting it roll off your fucking... As you should. Because you know what? You're focused on your priorities, collect, and that's what matters. Okay? Somebody's coming in with some sort of communication. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But this very well be you moving forward with some sort of communication. I don't know. Figure it out. Flip it. Reverse it. I'm looking up Miss Elliott. So... There's a 4 of Wands out here. Somebody's coming in with the 4 of Wands and a 2 of Pentacles, so they're coming in to maybe bring balance to a situation. There's major manifestation here. Okay? Major manifestation. 6 of... This is somebody from the past. And there's definitely some sort of a reconciliation. Somebody doesn't want to fight anymore. Yeah, they're coming in with an apology, wanting to balance things out, and they want a new beginning and a new foundation with you. Right? Apparently they want to show up and they want to straighten up and fly right, is what I'm being told. There's some sort of talent here, there's some sort of partnership and collaboration and major fucking success due to the talent that can be bestowed either within yourself or within your reality, or within this partnership, quite possibly. Or it's either that, or somebody just sees that you're very talented and you're very diverse in what you can do. There's some sort of chaos regarding the past, though, with the Lovers. It could be a Gemini. This could be somebody wanting to come in and apologize, just doesn't know how the fuck to show up. Because they're still karmic. They don't want to do what they want to do. They don't want to show up in the right frequency. That's the big fucking deal, right? They're inspired. They see how you balance things out. You've been through a lot. They tried to bring a death to your success, but you walked away before that could happen. And you found inner warrior. Yeah, they talked a lot of shit to make this happen. Lots of shit. The 5 of Swords is clarifying the Death card and the 6 of Wands. Right? They talked a lot of shit. Bring death to you. A lot of discussions. behind closed doors. 5 or more people. A whole fucking group of them thought they were clever. They're all a bunch of fucking dumbass pieces of shit. Yeah, you stood your ground. They should be in shame. They should be ashamed of themselves for talking shit like they did. They should. You had a huge awakening. Stop them in their tracks. That literally stopped them in their tracks. Couldn't fucking do it. Yeah, because you're nurturing your intuition, you're nurturing your magic, you're nurturing your integrity, your movement forward, your intention. You're nurturing all that. You're letting it guide you. And you literally put an end and to rest everything, all the conflict, everything. You literally transmuted all this shit by speaking up, and now you're finding your independence. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, reversed, learning how to love again. Finding out what emotions are all over. You were shattered. That's what they wanted. You were shattered. You had your moment, but then you tapped the fuck in. You called your fucking power back, and you said, fuck this, fuck that, fuck your hat, and I'm out of here. So, yeah. Yeah, you went off to a new beginning, and there's definitely major balance coming in with this new beginning, regardless if they like it or not, because you're standing on truth. You're standing on truth. Yeah. There's cancer out here. There's a fucking karmic cancer that needs to go away. Like, literally just go away. Knight of Cups in the reverse, yeah. 5 of Pentacles. They're trying to find a new footing, but they can't do it. They're stuck. Yeah, they're going through major awakening. They're having a bit of a dark night of the soul, having to restart and everything. They're bitter as fuck about it. They're having to do it all over again. Maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's like their road forward is not happening. There's definitely a huge awakening happening. Knight of Wands. Somebody's moving forward with some sort of intention. Maybe they're thinking with their dick. Who knows? There's going to be a tower. There's a tower happening. I don't usually get the moving around with your, moving forward with your dick kind of energy from the Knight of Wands. Usually very inspired, very, like in the upright anyway. Very inspired, very passionate. But somebody's taken out some sort of toxicity, cutting the toxic, putting up boundaries. There's some sort of manifestation. So you very well could be cutting this out, collective, if this is a particular person. Right? Somebody didn't want you moving forward. Somebody didn't want you letting go of the toxicity. Somebody didn't want you manifesting. Somebody didn't want you taking action. Somebody didn't want you being inspired. Somebody didn't want you finding a new foundation and building up a value and self-worth. Okay? They're bitter as fuck about this whole brand new beginning, balancing things out, like new beginning, quite possibly a new relationship, and this relationship is going to know what's going on, so it's not like they can come in and try to infiltrate fucking relationship anymore. It's not gonna work. Because they're gonna know. They're gonna know. They're not gonna know. They're gonna know. Alright, Spirit, what's going on? What's the new message? I'm not going to look until it's done. Quite the message, Spirit. What do we got? So there's a King of Pentacles here. Somebody's trying, and then a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Cups, a King of Pentacles. We got the Empress out here. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo. There's a huge betrayal here, and things are not balancing out for these people. They are all facing consequences because they've literally got nothing left. They thought they were clever. They're very manipulative. They're all hanging out here. They're very manipulative, very breadcrumb, to an Empress. There's some sort of an Empress energy. You could be a man or a woman in Empress energy. I don't give a fuck what you think. Well, you could be creating a new business, a new idea. You could be bringing something out, birthing a new, you could be birthing a new world, okay? I'm just going to come out there and say that. Maybe for not all of you, but for some of you. You could be part of a clan of building a world, who knows? Either way, this is all regarding some sort of a inheritance that went to shit. And they literally got nothing to show for it. Everything they did, they've literally got nothing to show it. They wasted it. They just simply don't give two fucks about anybody but themselves. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Major betrayal. And I do believe they betrayed an Empress. Okay, or they're trying to betray an Empress, which isn't really working all that well. I'll just let you know now. Yeah. They're planting seeds and trying to find the strength to balance. Because somehow they feel betrayed. Meanwhile, they're the ones that betrayed you, and you're just speaking up about it. And it's all about the stolen inheritance. These motherfuckers. This inheritance had the fucking Empress's name on it. Whoever this person that was building something substantial, working to step into this energy, very nurturing, very kind, very loving, very healing. They were breadcrumbing them. And yet this Empress, they continue to plant seeds. They continue to empower themselves throughout the imbalance and the betrayal as well. Regardless. And I do believe this is a cosmic Empress. We did have the High Priestess come out. The only thing we're missing is the Star at the point. Okay, in all of the reading tonight. So Priestess showed up. The Star didn't show up yet, but either way, the Empress is out here. And there is two queens out here as well, king. So that does signify Cosmic Empress, where the Cosmic Empress, okay, they go through all four queens, all four kings. So they tap into their masculine energy as well as their feminine energy, because They recognize their soul as a being that is not of sex, specific sexual orientation, whether they're male or female. Their soul is so much more than that. And this is what makes them the empress, a cosmic empress. Because it's not about building a company and nurturing their company, it's about protecting company. It's not about opening up their heart and being nurturing, it's about protecting. And the empress is very protective of what they are manifesting. And the magician came out earlier as well. So whatever your seeds that you're planting right now, collective, this is a Seven of Pentacles, right? So you are sowing seeds in particular areas of your life, whether that be yourself, a relationship, case may be, a company, an organization, whatever the case. We got the Five of Cups on the bottom deck. So this is you recalibrating how you're going about things after this betrayal, right? And they're just trying to keep balance. They don't want you balanced. They don't want you make anything of this. They want to try to betray you because they feel betrayed. Meanwhile, they're the ones that fucked you over. And you're just supposed to get along like, you know, like it's okay. Meanwhile, they not only sabotaged and held you back in life, they utilized emotions and they weaponized it to stick you in a triangulation of who's better, who's the better family member. It was a constant fucking dumbass competition throughout their whole fucking life, and it was disgusting. You all of these people, the King of Pentacles, the Cups, and the Queen of the Queen of Pentacles, you ruined all of your fucking children's lives. Okay? Thank you very much. Making a fucking dumbass with the devil. Playing off like you're all godly. Thinking you're smart and clever. There's some sort of compassion here. Maybe these people, maybe they used compassion. And we got Capricorn energy out here too, so this very well could have been a cusp. This could have been related to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? We haven't seen the star out here, so there's no Capricorn Aquarius cusp. But certainly some sort of steadfast perspective, patience that you've had to sacrifice, that you had to put in time, energy, sweat, tears, blood, whatever, to put in to become this Empress collective, to be in this Empress energy. You had to sacrifice a lot. And you still kept a clear fucking head throughout it. You had emotions, yes. You have breakdowns, okay. But you stayed focused with your calling, with what the divine was trying to tell you. Yeah. You healed your trauma in order to alchemize and create the ability to step into this energy balance with your masculine and feminine, as well bringing yourself to a frequency of love and of partnership, of equal emotion, feeling complete. And this is very well could be with the divine. And there very well could have been something along that line here to get you into this Empress energy. But this is alchemizing all the pain and all the trauma. You're turning your pain to power. Like we're having Seven of Cups here. You had to face illusions. You had to face a lot of bullshit that you didn't face. It just concretely confirmed who these fucking imbeciles were. And some you might even call them family. They should be ashamed of themselves. The queens, the pentacles, the cups, they're usually family. The king of pentacles, nothing but lies. Nothing but lies in this betrayal. Six of Swords, then you walked away from it. And that's when they created the imbalance. And everything is being revealed. Because of your wish fulfillment. The blessings that are coming in, they're going to have these motherfuckers shook. Okay? They said that you would never... they said you'd never ever fucking make it. You're making it, kid. Don't kid yourself. You made the judgment call. You made the call that you needed to make. And I think you made a fucking good one. These people that want to fucking hate on you and betray you and show up all fucking nice and emotionally sound and then they switch on you. Fuck that shit. You deserve better. You deserve better. Why should you have to deal with that? That's disloyalty. That's betrayal. And they want to sit there and talk to you and tell you that you need to be loyal. Please, make that make sense. If at all possible. And you know, collective, you're doing so good. You're rising. People see that. People recognize that. And there's people out there envious of this. If you are at the caliber that you are. They're envious of this. So they're gonna try to inch their way in. Because they've already burned a fucking bridge with you. Now they're trying to inch their way in through other people. To try to tie them into something. Some sort of commitment. And to get it all sorted out in order to figure it all out. But they get the wool pulled over their eyes and they end up getting hurt. I'll tell you right now, that's one of the reasons why I put this whole idea in my chat about this is not a fucking Tinder. This is not a dating chat. You're not here to fucking meet people to go and down with. That's not the whole thing. We're here with a mission. Okay? And that mission is trying to transmute all this negativity into, all this darkness into light. Because clearly the world's going to shit. And everybody's losing their fucking minds. Meanwhile, they're just running around in fucking circles. I wrote a song about it. These fucking karmics need to get their fucking heads out of their asses. Like, ASAP. Shit's about to get real. They don't even give a fuck. They don't even see it coming. I just heard that there's some sort of company that's shutting down another section of the rainforest. Big section. Like, it's not even to keep as an ecosystem, it's literally to destroy it. Look into it. Do some research. There's so much out there going on. All I can do is sit here and try to transmute the energy. That's all I can do. There's so much going on. This is the whole thing. They want you so distracted that you can't do fuck all, and do is just run around in circles. So, collective, for the longest time, they've been winning. And winning and winning and winning and distracting with propaganda and all this other bullshit. Okay? Thinking that they're getting away with it. All the while, the divine has been watching the whole time. And studying everything. Seeing how far they go. And people are being tested. They're going to make the right decision or not. Because ultimately, when they cease to exist, they're going to have to face judgment of themselves and judge themselves on their merit. And they're going to have to face their consequences anyway. Whether in this life or before they head to purgatory. They have two choices. If they wait Judgment Day and they don't fix it now, going to purgatory. They're not coming back, because if you can't come into the world, remember who the fuck you are, and follow and get into an alignment with your mission, you're not going to the next phase. You're not going to the new earth. It's not happening. And Linda likes tarot. She was something about Mercury retrograde being some sort of a system update. I'm totally right in line with that. That totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. And that's why Mercury retrogrades are so glitched and screwed up. But there's some Mercury retrogrades throughout history where things just seem to fall into place, like it was meant to be. And then other times where it just literally falls into place and then falls right apart. Right? And again, that's the alignment with the planets, energetics of the planets, and whatever else. They coincide with that. But it's all a factor. It's all a factor. And karmics, you can't go around, Spirit's got my sense of humor going on. You can't go around blaming everything on Mercury retrograde and not take accountability for your bullshit. And I'm mainly talking to the karmics with that one. You ought to take your fucking head out of your ass and really see it for what it is. These karmics need to sit the fuck down before they're an absolute utter failure. They'll succeed at only one thing, being an absolute utter failure. And their own decision, and it's their own judgment when they demise. And that message about stepping into the next phase or the new earth, that came from the Galactic Federation, that message. They've been trying to assimilate a lot of this bullshit and to transmute, but it's very difficult when you got a bunch of fucking karmics with their heads up their asses, being idiots. Peanut gallery, gossip queen, gossip queen, gossip king. Ooh, they're paranoid about what they said. They be paranoid. Oh, they need a vacation to recoup from the vacation, to go get spells done on you. Oh my goodness, they spend so much money for nothing. Oh, you're not sorry anymore, collective, for what you say. And it's about fucking time. Time to cut ties. Snip, snip. Blocked. Divine protection is at hand right now. 10 toes down, 30 steps left. Not my circus or my monkeys. Going forward. Divine magnet, divine intervention, divine protection is all happening. It's all happening. There's definitely justice and balance coming into the mix here. You're flipping fucking tables and stomping fables. I'm so proud of you, collective. I'm so proud of you. Justice. Let it ring. It's no fun when the rabbit's got the gun, does it? Now, is it? Let freedom ring. Not bad. Ah, got a new harmonica. If you haven't figured it out. Yeah, it's good for cleaning energy anyway. Anyway, Let's get into a better collective reading. Let's change the fucking history of the world, shall we? I know that's how you should. We can dream. Let's make it good. Collective, we're going to get to a place where there's a point in precipice where we can't walk away. We're going to have to... And you know what? With the truth coming out, there's going to be a lot of bitterness. But we have to hold ourselves and take leadership positions and lead the world into a new earth. The right way, not the wrong way. Somebody's trying to create unrest and destroy everything instead. Because if they can't have control over it, then nobody can. But you're too talented for this. You're too dedicated to progress, collective. You're no longer in your head. You know exactly what the fuck's going on. And you're standing in your power on that. You're nurturing your intuition. The Spirit's saying you're kicking ass now. Apparently you don't even know it, but you're kicking ass. Taekwondo Tarot. 10 of Crystals. In the reverse. Somebody's bitter as fuck that the dystopia that they meant for you, that's what they're getting. And you're getting a 10 of Crystals. 10 of Pentacles. I was going to say 10 of Pistols. I'm like, what the fuck? 7 of Crystals. There's definitely some seeds that you're planting that are going to be for very, very stable. Very prosperous for you if you continue moving forward with good intention. 5 of Shells. Yeah, you're strong as ever. Emotionally sound, emotionally strong. Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. There's something good coming here for you, collective. Oh, yeah, okay. Somebody's bitter at the fact that you're receiving this, too. I want to awaken, too. And they're being left behind. Why can't I awaken? Take your head out of your ass. Crystals. Yep. 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 Somebody doesn't want to walk away and they don't want to show you any compassion. Not using their intuition, they're tapped the fuck out, and yet they want to collaborate with you. This seems like a waste of fucking time, and you need to really tap into that. But 2 of Acorns, you're moving forward, like, and somebody's bitter. Bitter that you're planting seeds, they're stable, and you're actually getting a harvest. Your manifestation is coming to fruition. And somebody is not happy about that. Two of Acorns. You're moving forward. And they can't walk away from their ability and their bitterness either of what they've done. 5 of Feathers, there's been major strategy because there's been a lot of fucking shit over you nurturing your intuition and you finding the Pentacles, this new stability. People talking shit. Talk, 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 talk. Wah, 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 wah. Got something to say. It all comes out just gibberish. M&M's. I know I didn't sing it right, but you get the point. Just a bunch of gibberish. The world. 4 crystals. You're keeping it close to your chest there, collective, and you're rising to the top. Don't stop. But rocking. Alright? Hello? Don't stop rocking. Keep moving. You're doing fucking awesome. Alright? You will have people coming in wanting to collaborate with you. Just keep in mind, you are coming out of this tower. They keep trying to pull you back into this bullshit chaos. Not working. Not working. Divinely guided, guarded, and protected. Alright? King of Shells in the reverse. They want you to drop your guard on your heart so that way they can manipulate you again. Right? And they want to come in, they want to take you in, they want to come in and manipulate you again. Maybe rip your heart apart again. If you let them. See, this is why they need to take their head out of their ass. Making a fool of themselves. You've done the shadow work, okay? You've gained the wisdom that you needed in this experience. Here for a season, fuck off. Leave me alone. Kind of situation. That's energy that I'm picking up on here. You know, I've got a world to save. Get out of my way. And this is creating a major tower for them because they're being seen for who they are. Because they're showing up in this really low frequency. Very selfish, very audastic, garbage frequency. Like, they're not showing up very well. There's balance here with you. So don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Well, be happy. Be happy now. Be happy. Spirit's got a warning and it's happening soon. Uh-oh. What's going on? Burden of tears is being put to rest. Oh, somebody can't take it anymore. That's what I'm getting from it. The Divine's bringing you a message. Karmic relationship. These tears are being put to rest. So what I'm thinking, this is like, finally burdens are being put to rest. Okay? Like with this karmic relationship. The Divine is stepping in right now. You really can't have any fear in this. No fear. Drop. Archangel Michael's in the house. Remember that. There's some sort of physical pain with this karmic relationship. Message of warning in the reverse. So you're protected. Somebody's maybe is having physical pain. Maybe they're being put to rest. I don't know. I'm not wishing anybody to be put to rest, but well, if they get put to rest, I hope they rest, and I hope there's, they're good. But if they don't decide to fix shit and they just want to be stupid, they're gonna face it, whether they like it or not. So What's this? It's not me. So somebody either doesn't want to take accountability, yeah, they regret. They regret it. Caused them physical pain. Apparently, they've been crying. They're absolute basket case, and apparently, you know, it's not them. They don't want to take accountability or what? There's no respect here with this karmic relationship you're dealing with. There's going to be regrets with this karmic. And this karmic regretting quite a bit. And it's almost like there was an entity attachment, because if they're saying, oh, it's not me, then what is it, an entity attachment? Are you possessed? Is there something going on with you? Did you make a deal with the devil? You got a demon attached to you? Being stupid? Maybe a sex demon? Like, maybe that's why they're in physical pain. So somebody's going through it. I fucking called it earlier. Somebody's facing their fucking consequences, collective. Whether they 29, 23, 8, 4, 21. All these numbers could very well be ages or significance to something here. Respect. That's 26. Somebody has regrets. I think they're causing you pain due to a karmic relationship. And because of this, maybe this entity. I don't pray for my haters. But if there's anybody out there in the ears that is of good heart and good intention, 100% within their being and their soul, and they've had the wool pulled over their eyes, or they've been manipulated by any evil or darkness, let it be released immediately. Let it be cast away into the darkness where it belongs. Let it be rebuked and banished. As above, so below, as within, so without. Let them be released from these demons. Let them be released from these entities. Let them all go back from hence they came. By divine order and divine vengeance. So be it. So, collective, I don't know what we want to do here. Do we, when these dumbass karmics are coming in, so then we're prepared? That's what I'm kind of being called to do. So I'm going to ask Spirit, when are these dumbasses with their fucking heads up their asses coming in to fart out their mouth? Taurus time, April, May. Oh, so we're waiting till next year, clearly. Maybe we're a Taurus to make up their fucking mind to actually contact you. Who knows? But it's saying here, patience, endurance, purpose. Right? Just follow your purpose. Keep moving forward, collective. Blinders on. Wish fulfilled. Being spontaneous and taking risks pays off. Serendipity, destiny, and fate. Oh. Somebody didn't learn their lesson. Somebody didn't alchemize their childhood trauma, and they're losing their shit. They're getting hit hard. They don't think that they deserve karma. And they're coming in with a reunion to try to remove this karma. They figure by being back in your that you're going to protect them. Archangel Michael's on the prowl. He's not going to let anything happen to you, collective. These fart talking karmics. Well, that's what happens when you have your head up your ass, right? These fart talking karmics thinking that they're going to come in for a reunion, okay, to diminish their karma, or, heaven forbid, try to pull you either into the karma with them, or have you protect them from the karma. Because you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected. We know that, whoever I'm speaking to. Right. So when are the blessings coming in? Capricorn time, December 22nd, January 19th. Uphill climb, but worth it. Work, practical, long-term. Think the long-term plan, collective. And continue focusing on priorities. Focus on what you need to do. Find happiness in wanting what you already have. Gratitude, togetherness. These motherfucking fart-talking karmics, they're not grateful. They don't want you together with anybody. They want to destroy it all. And the thing is there's a darkness. There's a dark entity of some sort that's quite possibly coming for you. Okay? And it's because you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected, right? So that automatically puts a fucking flag on you. For their yeah, because they want to take your abundance. That's just good. The one thing that you keep hidden, though, collective, is that you're always prepared. You seem to always be prepared. When you need to make a fucking decision, you go ahead and make it. You get it done. Alright? Because of your perseverance. You don't settle for less. You have high expectations for quality. People don't understand that. People can't fathom that. And this is a personal choice. Right? When you put quality into your work, it helps you to find purpose and regenerate, right? When you find purpose in your life and you find direction and everything, this isn't even supernatural. Just with your self-worth, right? And to have so much persistence and you're always prepared, this is a personal choice. And you're redeveloping yourself. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So you're rising like a phoenix, and people can't fucking handle it. They're shook by your greatness. And that's not being egotistical. That's not being all hooty-tooty and fucking, whatever else. It is what it is. Why else would you be guarded? Why else would you be guided, guarded, and protected? Freedom. 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 Magic. You're made of magic. You're made of stardust, collective. That's why. And people hate you for it. They're envious. They can't fucking handle it. They're trying to discredit your nobility. They don't even know you. They don't even have an inner knowing, let alone know you. They're trying to tell people that you don't have an inner knowing. But you're a visionary. I'm talking cards, okay? Like it or lump it. It is what it is. You tell the truth. You're not, you don't hold back. And you're very vibrant with your energy. You're born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. If you can't recognize who the fuck you are, collective, why do you expect to be anything in the world if you can't recognize who the hell you are? And the fact that you have a higher calling. Pretend that was a mic. Microwave in the microwave. Microwave. I don't know. The energy just feels surreal. You got something going on, sure. Let's see what the mystical forest has to say. By the way, these decks that I got are absolutely phenomenal. It still puts out pretty well the same message about input and just kind of like go with the flow, get ready for your blessings, keep transmuting, all this other jazz, right? Yeah, let's do that. I can read those. This forest, and then I'll clarify it with my tarot. So, somebody doesn't want rejuvenating yourself. They don't want you finding hope. Okay? They want to add so much pressure. But your inner strength is perplexing how strong you are. You're no longer hiding. You're no longer in fear. And they can't understand how you can embody what you embody, and they can't even embody it themselves. Right? Just stay true. If people don't want to follow their heart path, that's not your fucking problem. And if they want to be envious the fact that you are, that's the problem. That's their journey, collective. But somehow they want your destination when there is none. They would have to backtrack 42 years and start over to meet you where you are. Not happening. And then, even then, it's almost as if they would have to have the ability to know your soul in order to have the fullest understanding of who the fuck you are. You're Starlight Collective. You're made of magic. You're made of stardust. Stop playing small. I'm being told the world is your oyster. You literally have the world at your feet if you want it. But all it requires is you stepping and leaning into it. You know things coming. You know that your time is coming near where you are going to step into this new season, this new beginning. It's already here. But somebody thinks that it's not coming. Somebody doesn't want it to show up for you, but it's already here. Okay? And they're sad that they can't participate because they're not going to be able to get any fulfillment out of this. Oh, poor Muffin. You should have thought of that before you treated me like shit. Betrayed me. Yeah, they don't have the key, and they weren't showing up. They weren't. They can't even show up for themselves, let alone anyone else. Stop kidding them. They presented themselves hot to trot, but they're ugly as sin. People think they have all the time in the world for the shift, to be in alignment with the shift. Don't. If you're not already there, it's not like, oh, I leaving it to the last minute. You can't leave it to the last minute. You won't survive it. Emotionally, mentally, psychologically, you will not survive it. Letting you know now. You will not survive it. You will perish. You will meet your demise. It is. It's already happening. This is the energy, this is the change, this is the weather, this is all the bullshit that's going on right now because it's dealing with our consciousness. This is why the world is so hyped up with energy right now. This is why the resonance is off the fucking charts. There was a couple days where it wasn't even being able to be read, for that matter. They had a blackout. A bunch of different blackouts. The fact that we're going through a system upgrade and not a mundane governmental upgrade. I'm telling you right now, all of these little systems, all of these little programs, all of these departments, all these governments, they are irrelevant when it all comes down to it. They are literally irrelevant. And that's one thing they don't want you to know. And this is why, like even the Bitcoin and the digital coin and all this bullshit, right? Relevant. If you got money in it, get it out. Put it in something else. Put it in an investment. Put it in something tangible. Before it's too fucking late. There's going to be a time where you need it and you won't be able to access it. Oh, too fucking late. And it's going to be sitting there, useless. And you're not going to survive that. Specifically if you've got like over $100,000 in this bullshit, and that's where you're putting all your money, thinking it's going to be safe. Get your fucking head out of your ass, please. Before it's too late. I'm trying to save your fucking life, okay? I'm trying to save your sanity. Wake up. Wild and wonderful reversed. Make room for disaster. Mundane and dreadful. Make room for it. That little one there, that was for the karmics. Okay? I'm not even going to clarify that. Fuck that noise. Pardon me. Confirmation. Ay, 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 ay. 9 of Wands out of the deck. Somebody feels defeated. Somebody feels that they're not winning. Somebody feels that whatever that's going on with them is not happening. Not happening. It's all destroyed. It's going to shit. And it's a real shame, too. But, again, collective, that's not your fucking problem. Unfortunately, for them. And they got nobody to blame but themselves. And it's because of the ignorance, because of the ego, it's because of the karmic energy, it's because of the darkness, it's because of all the shit. And I'm not saying there's bad shit about the darkness, because there's actually good shit about the darkness. Miracles actually happen within the darkness, because that's where you find rock bottom, and that's where you start your new foundation. That's where you find your self-worth. That's where you start from the bottom, now we're here, so to speak. It gives you that chance to build a new foundation. But if you try to build a foundation on rubble, and with rubble, it's not going to work out. I guarantee you. So they might be coming in with a cup of compassion because they feel defeated. They want to come in with quite possibly an apology. They want to give you some sort of flowers. Four of Pentacles reversed. They're snapping because they owe you something. They're snapping on it. Like they're absolutely irate that they owe you something. Okay, and it's going to be revealed, and you're coming out of this tower, whether they like it or not. They're shook. They're going to be shook. You had a rebirth. Okay, and they tried to lie on that rebirth. They tried to make it irrelevant. And totally take everything out of you. Steal your destiny, ruin your destiny, sabotage your destiny. They didn't want things working in your favor, but here you are, Empress. You're back up to here and you're playing the game, right? You're moving on. You're having a new beginning. Yep, and that's why someone wants to come in for an apology, right? You apparently betrayed them, but they betrayed you, right? And it's all just to basically bring some sort of something out of balance, right? So that way you're satisfied. Yeah, they want to try to steal the money or steal a connection or some sort of stability, something that brings you stability. They want to steal that, okay? Because they see that as a 10 of Cups. So this is like utopia. This is like you in... This is utopia. This is you finding happiness, joy within the tribe or family or family unit. Soul family, maybe. This is something you can't walk away from. Collective, you've dedicated yourself to this utopia. You've dedicated yourself to this this tribe. You've dedicated yourself to this, and they're trying to take it. They're trying to destroy it. Okay, and you're having to make a major decision here. This is not something that you can walk away from. They're leaving you no other choice but to make a decision, and this decision, you're going after whatever they said you couldn't have. And they don't like it. They can't handle it. You're alchemizing this energy. You're balancing out your masculine, feminine. You're protecting yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You are bringing yourself back to a beautiful energy here. And I think you got Archangel Michael there helping you right along the way. Somebody wants to stop you. Somebody wants to turn your world upside down. Somebody wants to create unrest in your life. Out. They're watching. Losing hope. Pissed off. Because they can't walk away from what they did to you. Right? They want to reconcile, but they can't. Because that would basically mean that they are admitting to what they've done. And it's basically confirming you. High priest, high priestess. And this is why they're speechless. This is why they're totally up shit's creek without a paddle. They're having huge awakening as to what they've done and what they've been a part of. Because some of them, some of these karmics, they didn't understand. They didn't understand the full velocity of what they were being tied into, pulled into. And the truth is coming out. Because there's some people that are actually legit loyal to you out here that had the wool pulled over their eyes. And they want to be loyal to you. They don't want to be loyal to the other fucking asshats, fart talkers. They don't want to be loyal to them. They want nothing to do with them. Yeah, nothing but lies. Deception, no communication, miscommunication. Like these people, right? Collective, these people that you actually have a good connection with, these karmics decided to contact people that you have a good connection with and basically tell them a whole bunch of fuck bullshit and then told them not to tell you. Because apparently you have a temper and you'll know. So now they're having to hold on to this bullshit tripe and have it eat at their brain. For what? So it diminishes the connection that you have with them, whether it be a friendship, relationship, whatever. Place it where it goes. This could even be at work. A bunch of people that that are jealous of that you have, the quality of work that you do, and you make it look easy. And then there's these other fucking asshats at work that do fuck all. They twiddle their thumbs, they stand around while you're doing all the work, and they get the credit. And then they have the fucking audacity to complain and judge you for it? When they're not even doing their job to start with? Make it make sense. Yeah. I rest my case. All of this sabotage that they've had, that they've been working on, right? It's only helped you strategize your level up. We got the Seven of Swords and we've got the World with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. All of their sabotage, all it did was establish your level up. The Divine's got such a humor, such a sense of humor. It's like, oh yeah, you think so, hey? Yeah? Okay, we'll see. Yeah. Darken. They're heartbroken. Maybe they dumped that fucking stinky ass cup out finally. Maybe they're trying to get bitterness. There's some sort of a relationship, though, that's being destroyed because you're literally calling their shit out for what it is. Somebody's broken about it because you're calling out on their shit and because they don't want to take accountability for their dumbass actions. Ooh, now they want to throw hands. They're talking. They're stewing. Cook it up, bitch. And eat it. Hans. Somebody wants to come in passionately, I guess. But there's no love here. There's no love here at all. They're not balanced. They're not in alignment with you whatsoever. How they want a Two of Cups. Ten of Wands. Oh, they want to heal something. Oh, give me a break. More fucking energy. Come on. Spirit, can we, like, have a different message? Can we just have, like, a, you know... Alright, Spirit. Tell me something good. Ten of Wands. Alright. What's going on? So we need to know. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, starting off strong. Let's keep flow going now. Alright? What the hell's going on? Something you don't see coming. Oh. An angry Taurus overthinking. Yikes. The Sun. This Taurus is like, they're totally disconnected, okay? Thinking, maybe they don't see this coming. Maybe they don't see it coming. High Priestess reversed, Hierophant reversed, and the Fool reversed. The Sun on its side and the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't see this coming. Oh, okay. So this is the energy that somebody, like, you know you have an Ace of Pentacles coming in. There's definitely an Ace of Pentacles somewhere. The Sun is on its side, so they're trying to put it to rest. They're trying to put this joy and happiness and all this stuff. Just, like, they don't want this to happen, right? They don't want you to see it coming. They don't want you to be tapped the fuck in. They don't want you having any connection to the divine. They don't want you overthinking. They don't want you making the right decision. They don't want you leaping in a new direction. They don't da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay? And they want you totally stopped. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. but you're balancing things out just fine, and I think that's what's got them shook. You're taking out the trash. The devil's in reverse here. And the page of cups. You've literally got no fucking compassion to this at all. Like, this is why you're taking out the trash, because it's trash. You're speaking your truth. You're nurturing your truth. You're you've got some new ideas that you're working on, that you're kind of pondering, and, you know, you're making judgment calls. And yeah, it's looking like you're coming to a crossroads where you're going to be making a decision, going in a new direction, or you already have. Oh, you've already made this decision to move, or to do this, to make this move, or make this jump. You've already made this made this move, and somebody thinks that you're still stuck in the same place. Somebody thinks you're still stuck in the same problem, but you're not. You're not even in the same city, let alone the same street. And why I'm saying the same street, and I'm even being told the same building. You're not even in the same building anymore, let alone anything else. So there's definitely a disconnect here, and they're overthinking everything. This could be a dark high priestess, but I doubt it. I think they're being stopped in their tracks, is what it is. I don't want to look into that. I'll keep the Ace of Pentacles out here. I'm going to shuffle these up. Spirit, anybody that's sending karmic energy to me right now, can you just, like, get them to cool it? Five of Cups. Oh, they're sad. That's why. Two of Wands. They're sad that you moved away. They're sad that you're gone. They're sad that you're not around anymore. Poor thing. Maybe they should have treated you better. Maybe they should have taken you seriously. Oh, they're all fighting now. Maybe this was a whole plan, right? To disconnect you, to feel worthless, right? But you guarded your heart. And now they're all fighting because you guarded your heart. And you're finding balance. And they're losing their absolute mind because of it. Make it make sense. They are losing their mind because you are finding balance and you guarded your heart. You didn't take bait? Is that what it is? We got the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Four of Wands in reverse. You could very well be nurturing your pentacle. You could be nurturing your stability, your money, da-da-da-da-da. And somebody wants to come in and ruin that. They want to ruin your foundation. They want to ruin your situation. Any new situation that you have. Meanwhile, you're still single. You're still celibate. And you're staying to yourself. So, whatever relationship that they're trying to ruin, you're literally having a relationship with yourself at this point, collective, right? So the joke's on them. They can search, they can stalk, they can watch, they can throw fucking magic. All it's going to do is be ricochet back to them because it's irrelevant. Divine is literally looking at these motherfuckers and laughing because of it. Because you're nurturing your truth and you're nurturing your stability, this is what they're getting. Because you're focused on what's important. They're not. They should be focusing on their own lane. They should be focusing on their own life. They should be focusing on their own lives, not yours. Specifically turning your fucking world upside down, causing conflict where there shouldn't be any, to the point where you have to guard your heart so that way you don't love anybody, you don't let anybody in. You're not celibate because of them. You're not celibate for them. You're celibate for yourself. You're celibate for the divine. You don't need someone to complete you. There is no codependency here. And they think you have your heart guarded because there's an Ace of Pentacles coming in and they want to grab their fucking hands on it. And they're fighting amongst themselves on how that's going to happen. Right? Because all their plans, all their schemes, all their ploys, all their bullshit work. Eight of Wands. They're being stopped in their tracks. All the bullshit they tried to do. They're absolutely asinine. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. ASININE. Alright. I need you to pick a top or middle. Okay? Hold it in your head. You don't have to put comments. The chat's turned off. I'll read them. Fine, collective. I'll read those, but yeah. So ride the current, embrace change, flow with the rhythm, and release resistance. Answers untold in the dance, or answers unfold in the dance of transition. It's not the destination, it's the journey. The miracles happen in the journey. Tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. Stop and reflect. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and to where you're headed. Frost the stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness. In the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. Community blooms. Foster harmony and connection within your community, nurturing bonds that bring us together. Grove of unity. Bind energies Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony amongst all beings. The grove of unity. So there's a major transition. There's a time, there's a pause, there's along your journey to appreciate. Okay, things are going to get really, really, really busy for you. Open to receive. Invite abundance with open arms. Embrace the things waiting to flow into your life. I just realized something, collective. If you want a personal reading, it's not going to be all this karmic bullshit energy. Unless you're dealing with karmic bullshit energy, mind you. But it'll be a lot more personalized, right? It would be nice to just tap in rather than the whole fucking swamp. You know? The swamp is being drained, I know, but it stinks now to high heaven. As everybody's mask is removed. All the water's gone, now it's just mud. You see the fucking pond for what it is. A fucking cesspool. And then we wonder why we're celibate. And I'm not painting everybody with that brush. It's a rarity. It's a rarity. You know how difficult it was to find a tribe? My tribe, who I appreciate very much. Revelations await. Clear your mind. Act with clarity, and the cavern of secrets will. Alright, so, top. Right here. The bottom is right here. And the middle is right here. So pick a pile, whichever one you want, top, middle, or bottom. Okay. We'll even do this. Okay, so top, middle, or bottom. Start with the bottom first. You're all going to get a little message, so whichever one you pick, this is your message. Hopefully it resonates. Embrace the unknown, collective. Venture into the mystery within an open heart, welcoming lessons hidden in uncertainty. And what I'm doing on this one, you don't need the closure, because the way they treated you was the closure, right? So if you're sitting on waiting on closure, or waiting on them to say sorry or apologize or clear shit up, it's pointless. Because if they wanted to do that, they would have done it already. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve to be rent-free in your fucking head. What are you waiting for? Cloud of unknowing. Float on the clouds of the unknown. Surrender to the mystery and embrace the sacred within. I'll tell you right now, from my own experience, that's worth it. Step into it. Seed of potential in the reverse, well, yeah. Thrive and believe. Embrace growth and trust in promise. Keep it open. Answers reveal the path to fulfillment. Seed of potential. Plant the seed. Plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting. Promise with somebody doesn't want this out, so too fucking bad for you. Seed of potential. Plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting. Promise with your attention and care. So whatever you're focusing on, the bottom pile there, whatever you're focusing on is what is going to be. So be very, very focused as to what you're focusing on. Be very intentional as to what you hold energy to. And again, this comes back to allowing people to live rent-free in your head. Kick them the fuck out of your head. Even if you're living with them right now, kick them out of their... Just kick them out of their head. Okay? Because, specifically if you're dealing with karmics. Because they want you all up in your head, and they want you all confused and overthinking and just a total fog. So don't allow that to be a possibility. Empower yourself. Be the main fucking character in your life instead of just an extra. Okay? Alright, middle. Here we go. This is your message. I didn't want to read Emerging dawn. Trust that everything in... Okay, so trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. So, yeah. Pretty much. A lot of us, we're thinking that this is all the end. It's the end of the world. It's Armageddon. It's only the fucking beginning. Get your fucking heads out of here. Start taking accountability for yourself. And I'm not saying this for the middle pile. I'm saying this for the karmics that you're dealing with. Okay? Enjoy the journey. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to experiences and lessons along the way. Transmuting all this shit, all this karmic bullshit, raising your standards, raising your boundaries, having some self-worth, and standing on business. That's what it's all. So trust that every ending is another beginning. Really getting Green Day. Plan wisely. Cultivate success through miraculous research and strategic plotting. Your sight will unveil new paths. Planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. Ignite ambition. Pursue desires with drive. Face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind and answers reveal your journey. Flames of passion. Let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires they may ignite in your journey. Spiritual retreat. Seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. On your own. It's a time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. Hello? Hello? Karmics. Did you hear that? It's time to take some alone time and be single to get a new perspective. You're doing this for you, to pour into yourself. You should not have to require someone to complete you, which heals your trauma of abandonment, and it also heals the codependency. So try it out for size. It might do you good. But again, this comes down to it being your choice, right? If you don't heal and you want to wait till the end where you're going to have to do it anyway, you're going to have to judgment, whether you like it or not, so you might as well do it now. Number 2. All right, top pile. What's the message? Steady as you go. Navigate with patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. Duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. Spirit link. Stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. Divinely guided. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. And collective, just because you need to spend some time by yourself doesn't mean you're not going to ever find love again. Why the fuck do you think you're doing this in the first place? You need to alchemize the bitterness first. You need to turn that bitterness into love. The only way is to pour into yourself. This is the only way to change that frequency. Otherwise, you're aimlessly moving forward, and you're just bringing all that bitterness with you into the next one, into the next one, into the next one, into the next one. And what could be your true soulmate, your true twin flame, your true whatever the fuck you want to call it, okay? You're literally sabotaging it if you don't learn to heal and transmute it. You're gonna sabotage it. Because the divine's gonna give it to you and say, okay, are you ready for this? Yeah? Okay, you now you're what? You sure? Meanwhile, you haven't done the fucking work, so the divine's like, okay, here. Let's see what happens. And then everything's peachy for the first 3 months while you're in the honeymoon period. And then the other one fucking takes their mask off. Why? Because you attracted fucking toxic, codependent asshole into your life. You tried to pull the wool over your eyes. And it's because you were in that frequency, an unhealed frequency. When you step forward in a healed frequency, you're tapping into a totally different level, totally different timeline, totally different energy. They're going to look different, things are going to feel different, things are going to, like, everything's going to be different. And it might seem at some points that you're there already. Okay, you're ready. Yeah. You're not. Because the divine will send you pictures to test you, to see if you're ready or not. And yeah, you know what, you might have your total head chopped off, or you might end up in a very abusive, stuck situation, or you very well could end up with a shell all over again. Did you choose yourself? No. You tried to complete it by inviting another entity or another person into your life to complete you. So no, you abandon yourself altogether. All over again. You continue with this cycle, it's not going to work. Divinely guided. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. One last move. You come far on your journey and keep going. You'll soon see what you've accomplished. You're almost there. Persist with faith and you are on the brink of a breakthrough, not a breakdown. Okay? Don't get them confused. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Duality dance. Seek balance and amid chaos. Find harmony within yourself. Yeah. That's how you alchemize it. Steady as you go. Honestly, I love being here. I love sharing my messages, and I love tapping into the spirit. I love providing clarity. I love just being here. Despite the karmic energy, despite all the bullshit, I know I'm impacting people in a good way. And the people that I'm not impacting in a good way, you're just triggered as fuck, and that's not my problem. It's really not. I give to that. Why? Because you need to heal. That's why. And I'm done. I'm done playing stupid ass fucking mind games. Okay. Miscommunication. Or outright lies and deception. I'm done with it. Done. I would rather be celibate and in solitude on my own part of the fucking planet, somewhere far away from all the fucking karmic bullshit. Okay? Let's see. It's only a tiny one. Collective, somebody's all pissed off that you're getting back to your roots. You're being enlightened. You're enlightening others. And you're receiving abundance for that. And you're being guided while you're doing that. The chalice overflows with potential. Drink from it and prosper. Illumination is near. A period of enlightenment and clarity awaits. Mysteries. Unlock ancient secrets, and the past holds the keys to your future. Somebody's trying to get you to lose focus, to finding all this out about your abundance. You were enlightened spirit about an abundance that was taken from you, maybe. And you're unlocking the secrets. The divine is helping you to unlock these secrets. Companion, listen to your inner voice. Your spirit guide is there to assist you. Intuition, listen to your intuition and embrace your intuition and the power of the feminine. Trust your inner guidance. Okay? Nurture. That's the power of the feminine divine. And whether you're a man or a woman, you have this availability. You have this energy within you. There's a new companion coming in. Listen to your inner voice. Your guide is there to assist you. There's definitely a new companion there coming in for you. You're going to open up your mind and your ears and your third eye to recognize that or not? That's the question. 141.1. A chat. Anything else for my collective before I head out for the evening? Communication in, you need to be confident when this does happen. You open up your ability to be vulnerable, which I don't think my collective has an issue with being vulnerable. It's the karmics that have an issue being vulnerable. So that will kind of single you out as to whether or not you're karmic or not. If you can't be vulnerable with yourself, let alone anyone else, okay? And it means you need to get your fucking head out of your ass. There very well could be something about parenthood or legacy, taking command, teamwork. So I'm really thinking there's a change of guard within a family unit. And there's certain vulnerability here with the rips. There's some sort of confidence and communication regarding all this. You're taking leadership, the captain, the botanist, the poet, trader. So somebody's communicating, somebody's a mediator, somebody's good with words. Somebody's with growing, good with growing things. Champion, achievement, downfall. So depending on the whole thing is that you're finding achievement, somebody else is finding a downfall. The thing is collective, the collective that I talk to, you don't like stepping on people to get up. If anything, you want to empower them to walk with you, to rise, right? You're not one to step on people. But when they outright try to sabotage you and step on you and all that, you are totally 100% fine with bring that dark side and stomping the motherfucker. but you're not genuinely like this all the time. Okay, you're actually quite inspiring. You're a very good leader. You're very good with words. You're a very good communicator. Okay? You're very good at leading your tribe, your um, leading your family to some degree. And a lot of you, I'm really picking up that you walked away from most of your family. So really can apply. So I'm thinking like your tribe, like your close-knit friends, the people that you chose as your soul family, let's say. So you're definitely a natural observer, right? And because of your observation and your knowledge and your wisdom, you've learned to distrust people. But you've learned a lot about on how to trust yourself and your intuition. You've learned how to trust yourself more so than anyone else. You've really been able to step into this alchemy of your pain, and your pain to power, your self-worth, self-love, self-care. You're really very choosy as to who you're sharing your empathy with and your compassion, right? Somebody wants to confront you with this because how dare you show other people empathy but you're not showing them empathy? How dare you? Collective, this is a with their fucking head up their ass that you've already cut off because they're fart talk. It's all gibberish. You're tired of wasting your time. Of course you don't have any lack of, you have no empathy for these people. They not only tried to destroy you, they tried to ruin you, sabotage you because they weren't a part of it. You ghosted them, you friend zoned them. You took them out of the equation. They're no longer invited. Why? Because you're not going to any particular destination. If they're a journey, they damn well better fucking vow to commit to this journey with you. Otherwise, fuck off. Why would you sit there, waste time, and have drag on your purpose and your destiny? All because they want to siphon from you? No. And they wonder why you don't have compassion? And they want to confront you on this? You best straighten up fucking the other direction. Whoever this is, because they're going to be snapped to fucking half. You got no time for this shit. They have no loyalty whatsoever. They're trying to keep you in chains and just break more promises. This is how they want to confront you. Interesting. Let's go with one more. Yeah, there's definitely new influences coming in. There's definitely a new direction, new scenery, new goal. Alright, so get excited, collective. Things are going to get better. Oh yeah, perseverance, faith, the priest. That's beautiful. Determination and certainty, the sentinel. You're rising, collective. You're not playing around. They fucking around, they gonna find out. That's all I gotta say. They don't want to accept your help. They don't want to do the work. They don't want guidance. But they have this idea that their opinion matters. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't want guidance. They don't want to accept any type of help or whatever. But somehow they have an opinion. Anyway, collective. To my members, to my subscribers, to my ODs, to my supporters, I love you. Thank you so much for being here for another version of Karmic at the Panko. I don't know. The Karmic Panic at the Disco? Whatever. Anyway, thank you for being here, for listening to me babble for 150 minutes and counting. I know it wasn't a babble. I know I hit some fucking nerds. The karmic energy is just losing its shit right now because I'm speaking truth, I'm speaking up, and I'm speaking out. And I just fucking die. Well, it is what it is. I like backdrop. It's actually kind of cool. It's nice. It's better than the white wall, I would think. Don't you think? It's good. Anyway, it's got some depth, right? It's like I want to walk and just go down, go for a walk through the forest. Anyhow, collective, I love you. You can't be good at it. Please be at least good to yourself. First and foremost. Even my haters, be good to yourself. Nurture yourself. It's a good way to start with this healing thing. Okay? But leave everybody else out of it because, yeah. Anyway. It's my own opinion. If you want a personal rating, it's open. Go on over to the Hipsy link. Check out the description box. If you want to support the channel, you know how to do that. If you don't, check out the description box. Put me to work. Order a reading. Let's go. 151.55. Lots of changes on the horizon. Alright. It's kind of like a dance with the divine. It's almost like it's a one step, but it's a 1-5-1 kind of a situation. 1 is a new beginning. 5 is a change, a lot of changes, and then a new beginning. Okay? But I think you are moving from the 5 to the 1. Moving from, like, you went on this new beginning, you went in a new direction, and then there was a whole bunch of fucking shit drama, and then all of a sudden there's a new beginning again. So it's almost like you're being updated. Your system being upgraded. Da 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 da. Alright? Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Be good. Or be good at it. And again, if you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way, you can be good to others. I'll catch you in the next one.